Hey, First International team, how are you? My name is JT Fronning, co-founder and co-creator of the Live Your Legacy Quarterly Planner. Say thank you so much for allowing me to send this video to you guys, and thank you so much for your consideration in sponsoring the summit event coming up here in 2025. What First International is doing to support the local economy and people throughout is so impactful, so thank you so much. I'm going to jump right in just to show you guys what we got going on here. First page, Live Your Legacy, established in 2024. We wanted to bring everything life has to offer, put it together into one planner. So it's not just a professional planner or personal planner, it's both. It's a professional and personal planner that's going to help you set new habits, set those goals, track life, get out of just the hustle and bustle of the busyness. So proudly created it in Fargo. We have sections for quarterly goals. So you set your big 3 goals. We have a vision board. You might have a grandiose vision to own a piece of property on Lake Havasu, but what do you need to do this quarter to help you achieve that big vision? We have a monthly habits section where you track your physical habits, your personal habits, your spiritual habits, your relationship habits, and then you actually check those boxes as you begin to develop those habits. We have a monthly budget section where we encourage people to pay themselves first and save and then kind of know where their money's going. And that can be personal and professional. We have a week at a glance where we fly over the week, just kind of see what's out there. I still encourage people to use digital calendars so that they know where they need to be next. But there's one thing to just take the time to write it down. We have a daily planner section, which I'll show you guys. We do weekly check-ins. Hey, how are you? How was the week? Where did you win? What did you learn? We have a monthly journal section so that people can slow down on a Saturday morning and reflect on what a month looked like. What did I accomplish in August? And what am I proud of? And what did I learn? And then, of course, we have those quarterly reflections as we end here at quarter 3 soon. Hey, how did you do on those goals? And what do you need to carry on to fourth quarter? What does that look like for you? Of course, you have an all about me section. We have personal and professional missions in life. And so what is that? It's good to write that down. We have professional values, but what are your personal values? So we give you a section to really get your personal values, and maybe you pick one and you teach that onto your family, onto your children. We have word of the year that comes with you and just stays with you. If it's what do you think about? What if it's focus or whatever that means to you? We have word of the year, but then maybe a quarter you need another word to really hunker down. This quarter for me was to get focused. Summer's very busy, but I need to get refocused and reestablished. And then, of course, maybe you have a mantra. Maybe the fourth quarter is a heavy quarter for you, and then you got to close out the year. You got to go hard. And so what does that look like? And then, of course, we have the big three goals, which I talked about. SMART goals. Write it down: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. We have 9 people on our leadership team. So imagine 9 times 3, 27 big goals for the quarter. And then we hold each other accountable, and you start to see such progress. And even if we hit 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3, that's real gains on the personal and professional side. We have a space for your visions, like I said, to really hunker down and stick. Maybe you want to buy a new car, a new house, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you want to write yourself a letter to your future self. We have a section for your monthly page. This is going to be 2 pages. And then the habits. We love tracking the habits. If it's spiritual, physical, relational, financial, professional, personal, you write it down and then you start checking those boxes day by day. And hey, maybe you're trying to eat cleaner and you made a mistake and you went and you ate a cheeseburger. Well, Atomic Habits says, well, don't do the same thing twice. So get back on, start eating those salads again. And you start to see the progress. I've done 1,380 push-ups this month. I was pushing myself to do the push-up challenge. And I've been able to check those boxes throughout, which is so cool. And then we have the budget section, which would be a great way for people to pay yourself first and to track your expenses. The weekly flyover. Okay, what am I doing? AM, midday, PM. What are the big things I need to do? We have spots to really dump everything. This will change a little bit where you just put out everything you need to do and then prioritize. What's most important. And then we get into the daily stuff where we want to begin the day with affirmations or a little journal entry or write your prayers down. We want to always remember to flex that gratitude muscle. And so we have a spot for what are 3 things you're grateful for. Are you grateful for that smell of early morning rain? Are you grateful for that person you met at the coffee shop? And then we have the big 3 section. What are the big 3 things you need to do personally? And what are the big 3 things you need to do professionally? And if you get those done, that's a good day. And then we have a spot where you can kind of track from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. What does that look like? They're always get to do. So you got your big three, but these are kind of the overflow. And those should slide up in the following days, but they're always a get to do because you get to get up, you get to serve people. And then follow-ups and check-ins. It's not just all about prospects and customers, but it's about following up and checking in with those that you love, your friends, your family, and so on and so forth. And then at the end of this day, where did you win and what did you learn? That's so important to track that so you understand that you're growing. And then we get to where we're doing weekly check-ins. So what did that week look like? We're going to give you a spot to journal and write down things like what did you accomplish? What did you learn? What was that most impactful interaction you had? How did you do? How did you fuel your body, mind, body, and spirit? And then you can go to the back because that would be day by day, week by week. And then once we go to the back, we have a spot to write those books down. Someone says, hey, you should read this. Write it down and check that box once that book is read. Or, hey, what's that podcast you need to listen to? Write that down. We have spots for ideas. So, hey, if this started with an idea. So I wrote that idea down. It became, if you don't write them down, they go away. And then you get to track your goals. Where did you hit? What did you do? Maybe there's something you need to continue into the next quarter. Some thankful moments and celebrations. We have that journal, that quarterly, that journal entry for the quarter. What is this quarter like, or what was this month like? So that gives you that section. When it comes to the You Flourish one, we're going to be able to change this and customize it with specific things that's important to Kelsey and to everyone that participates in the summit. And so I really, really thank you guys for letting me walk you through this. I'd love to get one in your hands. Love to meet you in person if you'd like. But I really do. This tool will give people everything they need to succeed, and that is impact, and that is building a legacy. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good day.